Just a daily reminder that the Democrat Party and woke corporations think black people and brown people are too stupid or too helpless to have a photo ID to vote. Hello once again, all my fellow patriots and you filthy leftist stalkers out there. Welcome back to my channel. My name's Angela Box. You're watching Angela's Soapbox, where I always say what you were thinking. If you're not subscribed to the channel, please consider hitting that subscribe button, liking or rubbling this video, commenting on this video, and of course, sharing this video, especially with your filthy leftist friends, because they truly hate my guts. And for me, that's a badge of honor. Okay, let's dive into Trump's first week and the cacophony from the media and the level of doubling down and the level of defending the indefensible that the media is doing and that Hollywood's doing and everybody on the left is doing is like, it's wild to me. Okay, so Trump had like a shock and awe first week. It was awesome, all right? My favorite part, I think, of the whole inauguration and we're watching the meltdown from CNN, MSNBC, and idiots on Twitter is like, they have to complain about every single thing. Like, they were like, oh, Trump put the inauguration aside because he was worried about crowd sizes. It's like, okay, sure, that's why he did it. I think probably he did it. It wasn't just because of the weather. It's probably because, I don't know, maybe there was some chatter that someone wanted to blow his head off again. Obviously. But anyway, these people are so unserious. Anyway, they take issue with every single little thing. But probably my favorite part of the inauguration was when Trump was in the arena and it was like a WrestleMania vibe. And he's sitting there signing the executive orders. They're reading off what the executive orders are. And he's signing them. And he's like, and we're going to get rid of birthright citizenship. And we're going to drill, baby, drill. And we're going to go back to the Remain in Mexico policy. And we're reversing all the horrible things that Joe Biden did on the border. And it's, okay, that right there alone. Now, Democrats are going to continue to double down on the climate change hoax, on how abortion is health care, on how, we shouldn't go get oil in our own country. We should, we shouldn't get oil in our own country. No. We should go to like radical Muslim countries and get our oil. Like, that's much better. Or go to a communist country like Venezuela and get our oil. That's much better. It's hilarious to me that the level to which this media is just contrarian to be contrarian. And, stage 10 TDS at all times. I'm sorry, stage 11 TDS at all time, taking it to an 11. But nothing more, no bigger TDS can be seen than with the immigration issue. Now, I've said this for years. Illegal immigration is a 70 to an 80% issue in the United States. And now it's even higher. Now, I will admit that in 2020, when Trump had his second election stolen, the American people were not there yet. We just were not there yet. And it's kind of like, y'all should have just let him win. Y'all shouldn't have done all the things you did, like, release COVID. All of a sudden, the CIA is like, yeah, it did come from a lab. I know we said that that was misinformation, and we're gonna cancel you if you say that. But yeah, it came from a lab. Again, to get rid of one guy, all the things that they did in the election and shutting down everything at night, blah 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 blah, all the things they did. It's like, y'all should just let him win, because the American people would not be at this level of based, okay, if you had just allowed a free election to happen. But whatever, cool. Like, here we are in 2024. I think this is what the American people had to go through. It sucked, but we're here. And with immigration, now the American people are like, well, obviously we're going to want to deport all the criminals, all the rapists and murderers and child touchers and all that. Obviously, declaring the cartels as a terrorist organization is a good thing, except the New York Times is like, declaring all the terrorist cartel, the drug cartels as terrorist organizations might be problematic. It might hurt the economy. It's like, what are you even defending, New York Times? Like, that's how dumb these people are. That's how, like, 5-year-old mentality these people have. It's like, I'm gonna just, say no to say no, because that's, it's Trump, and whatever Trump does is bad. I'm gonna do a whole other video on the illegal immigration thing, but, they are doubling down and tripling down on everything. And I guess because their ratings are in the toilet, like Fox News gets like 6 times more ratings than MSNBC and CNN do, which I'm not a Fox shill. Like, they're back on the Trump train, which, okay, good. At least they're not that stupid. But, like, CNN, MSNBC, they've made the decision that they can be like, all right, we can either beat him or join him. And in their mind, they are the opposition to Trump. And they're going to take their minuscule audience, as small as it is, the echo chambers that all these leftists live in, and they are going to just run with that. And whether it's 10% of the population, 20, 30%, I still think it'll probably be about 20 to 30% of the population that will still have their heads up their asses for the next, 50 years. It won't matter. Like, they hate Trump. It doesn't matter. But they're going to be overwhelmed by the rest of us who are like, yeah, we don't care what you think. Like, we are done. And the Democrat Party is done. And I dare say that there are going to become states that are going to become more competitive, especially when we get voter ID and get rid of the paper, get rid of the machines, and get rid of the mail-in ballots. Like, watch the kicking and screaming from the left when it comes to that, because remember, in places like New York and California, there's no photo ID. So who's to say if Democrats are actually getting elected or not? I think that they're not. And I think that certainly in California, with the absolute destruction that leftists have wrought in the entire state, like, at some point, these people are going to get run out on a rail. And anyway, I just find it to be very amusing that, CNN's got one conservative on there, MSNBC has no conservatives on there, and it's so funny that they think that, being the resistance to Trump and being the resistance to, like, common sense ideas that the American people are 100% for, like, again, getting rid of birthright citizenship, like, that whole thing right there, when you are an illegal alien and you're like, let me get across the border so I can have a kid, and that kid can be an American. No, that's stupid. If you're like a French diplomat and your wife has a baby in America, that baby is not an American citizen. It's a French citizen. Same thing here. And when it goes to the Supreme Court, and it will, because it's already been challenged by a bunch of Democrats who, again, they know what they need, all those illegals. They don't care if they're rapists and criminals and murderers. They're like, please come in. We need you. We need you to replenish our Democrat voter coffers. Like, that's what we need you for. But when it eventually goes to the Supreme Court, I cannot imagine that the 6 normal judges on the court, Roberts is iffy, but whatever, 6 normal judges are going to look at it, and there's 3 lunatics, are going to look at it and be like, anything in the 14th Amendment, nothing in the 14th Amendment, I should say, would justify birthright citizenship in the way it's being used now. Birthright citizenship is for natural-born Americans or naturalized immigrants who have come here the right way and then had a child. It is not for people who sneak over the border and who are subject to laws of another jurisdiction, which is literally written in the Constitution. So I don't think it's not going to be a 4-5 decision. It's not a 5-4 decision. It'll probably be a 6-3. I mean, if Ketanji Brown Jackson, who doesn't know what a woman is, and Elena Kagan, and the wise Latina, I mean, obviously they're gonna vote against getting rid of this. But the other 6, this should be a pretty easy slam dunk. I mean, it's in the 14th Amendment. You cannot be subject to other people's laws. Anyway, the point is, The media is going to continue to double and triple down. Hollywood is going to continue to double and triple down. They're going to become rapidly and permanently irrelevant because the American people are so done with their nonsense. And it's just like I said the other day in another video, how woke is just irrevocably and suddenly just over. That's how I think the American people are going to deal with the Democrats. They don't know what the hell to do with it. They're floundering around doing the same things they always do, complain, and they just look like whiny a-holes. Like, we're just like, all right, moving on. It's going to be wild, you guys. All right, that's where I'm going to leave this video. Let me know what you think down below, and I will see you in the next one. I will be done. Bye.